I know what you're thinking when you hear Oklahoma. Tornadoes, cowboys, cows roaming the street, and well, grass. But I'm here to show you there is so much more to Oklahoma. We have a bustling nightlife scene, thriving businesses, and much, much more. This is Everything Oklahoma. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can see more content about the great state of Oklahoma. But enough talking, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so through my research of our great state of Oklahoma, I've discovered something. Now, I am a lifelong Oklahoman and I did not know this. And I bet even if you were born and raised here in Oklahoma, you don't know it either. And if you think you know everything about Oklahoma because you've been here 11 years, trust me, I promise you, you probably don't know about this. So what is she talking about? Could she be talking about, oh, we have some mountains? No, that's not it. Could she be talking about, oh, we have wild pigs? Nope, that's not it either. If you want to know what I'm talking about, did you guys know that Oklahoma, yes, our Oklahoma, has a long lost fountain of youth? Like, seriously, just let that sit in. There is a legit fountain of youth here. Okay, guys, so I found out about this Fountain of Youth from a website called Only in Your State. It has really fun tidbits about every state. It's really interesting. You should check it out if you get a chance. They are not sponsoring this video. I just thought it was really interesting. But the name of this Fountain of Youth is called the Chickasaw National Recreation Area. The Chickasaw National Recreation Area, okay? So this was established in 1902, and it includes the Platte National Park and the Arbuckle Recreation Area. So apparently, of course, this area had a lot of Native Americans and Native Oklahomans in it, and they call this land the Peaceful Valley of Rippling Waters, due to the fact that there were so many bodies of water in that one area, which is kind of rare in Oklahoma if you think about it. Now, as when it comes to this specific Fountain of Youth, it has a lot of minerals in that water. And apparently, I have not been there, but they are very strong smelling minerals, which led them to believe in the healing powers of the water. So this specific Fountain of Youth that I'm speaking of is called Pavilion Springs. Now, Pavilion Springs was once the center of the park and the community of Sulphur Springs, which preceded it. It used to be known as the Seven Springs for the 7 separate flowing vents that came together at this location. However, it was renamed for all of the pavilions that were built over the springs, so they just renamed it Pavilion Springs. So, it's also interesting to note that the town of Sulphur grew in popularity because of these mineral springs, and with more than 30 springs in the park, it draws in tons of people and tons of visitors each year. About Sulphur, let's get back to the Pavilion Springs. So this specific Fountain of Youth, even though there are many different fountains and bodies of water in this area, this one is special. This one has been drawing people in since the early 1900s. As a matter of fact, people used to literally come to not only get in the fountain, but to also drink it so they can heal themselves from the inside as well. Now, at one point, it got so popular that the park had to limit visitors to just 2 gallons of water. So they would bring like their gallon jugs and everything they could do to collect the water to take it home. And they had to put a limit on it because they were actually getting too much of the water. You know, it's almost like too much of a good thing. Oh, this is healing. I'm going to take it all. And then, you know, something happens and it dries up and we're just all sitting there looking stupid, wishing we could have still had it. So also in researching, there were a few things that I found super interesting. One, apparently, according to some people, this is some of the best tasting water in the state. Now, if you are from Oklahoma, definitely comment down below because there are some parts of Oklahoma I feel personally that has just gross tasting water, like from the tap. It just doesn't taste good. Now, I've noticed on the northeast side of Oklahoma City, the water is super good. If you guys know anyone on the northeast side of Oklahoma City, or if you live there, or if you've been there, definitely comment down below. The water is really good over there. Every time I go to someone's house, you can drink regular water right out of the tap, and it's good. It's tasty. It almost tastes like a Dasani or an Aquafina. However, there are some other areas, like maybe Yukon, and you drink it and you almost feel nauseous for some reason. I don't know why that is, but apparently, like I said, to some people, this has some of the best tasting water in the state. Now, also something I found very curious, even though this was a natural spring and it was supposed to really be healing as far as the properties it has, a bathhouse was never built around it like in hot springs. You know how they've made that a huge tourist attraction and all these people come specifically for the springs. That never happened here. The last thing that I found really interesting about this whole situation was that the early tribes who were here, and I got this from onlyinyourstate.com, the early tribes that were here in Oklahoma in this area during this time did not want to lose access to the healing waters. So when the land was sold to the U.S. government, the town of Sulphur actually had to relocate further away, so that way the tribes wouldn't lose their access to these waters. So if you all have been here, definitely let me know what you think. Do you really feel like this water has healed you in some way? Or do you think it's all just kind of a figment of people's imagination? I would love to hear what you think. Don't forget, Pavilion Springs is located close to the park entry, and you can actually access it by the Buffalo Pasture Trail, okay? So thanks you guys for hanging out, watching this video. I definitely appreciate it. Don't forget to comment down below your thoughts about your own private fountain of youth here in Oklahoma. Okay guys, so glad that you all are still here. Just a quick reminder, definitely subscribe to the channel. We would appreciate it. Alright guys, we hope that you have enjoyed this crazy random video about crazy random things going on in the Oklahoma area. If you have, definitely give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We are definitely trying to grow this channel so we can share not only with our fellow Oklahomies, but with people all over the country about the good and the bad and sometimes crazy about Oklahoma. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We will see you in the next video. Don't forget to comment down below any video ideas you have. See you later. I'm out.